comes a moment in every life where time stops. A moment where you stand at a crossroads, staring at two paths. The one you've been walking, full of excuses, regrets, and fear, and the one you could walk, full of risk, challenge, and transformation. For some of you, that moment is now, right here, right in this room, and I'll be honest with you, this moment isn't comfortable. It's terrifying, because if you truly understand what I'm about to tell you, you will never again be able to lie to yourself. You will never again be able to say, I can't, because deep down, you'll know. It's not that you can't, it's that you won't. So today, we're going to break that. We're going to destroy the version of yourself that's been holding you back. Because one decision, one moment of courage, has the power to rewrite your entire story. And I promise you this, if you listen, not just with your ears, but with your soul, this will be the last day you ever live as your old self. A story of no return. Let me take you into a story of a man who had nothing left to lose. He sat alone in a dimly lit room, staring at the walls that had become his prison. Bills piled on the table, dreams he once had, shattered. The people around him, they had written him off. The voice in his own head, it whispered, "You are a failure. You are nothing." One night, as he lay awake at 3 a.m., drowning in self-hatred, a single thought broke through the noise. What if this isn't the end? What if this is just the beginning? That single thought, simple, fragile, ignited something deep inside him. It was small, like a candle flickering in the dark, but for the first time in years, he had hope. And that's when he made the decision. He got up. He wrote down exactly what he wanted out of life. Not what was realistic, not what was safe, but what he wanted. He threw away every excuse, every old belief that told him he wasn't good enough. And he made a choice to fight, not just to try, not just to wish, but to go to war for himself. That man, that broken, lost, hopeless man, that man was me. And I am standing in front of you today because of one decision. A decision to stop being a victim of my past and start being the author of my future. The truth that will set you free. Now, I need you to listen carefully, because this is where most people turn away. This is where people start making excuses. The truth is this: your life is a reflection of the choices you've made. Not fate, not luck, not your parents, your boss, your childhood, or the world around you. Your choices. I know that's hard to hear. I know it's easier to say, I didn't have the same opportunities as others, or life has been unfair to me. But listen to me. Life is unfair to everyone, but the ones who win, the ones who rise from nothing, the ones who rewrite their stories, are the ones who stop waiting for fairness and start fighting for their future. You have power. You have the ability to choose. And that means, in this moment, you have the power to rewrite your story. The power of one decision. Everything in life comes down to one decision. One moment where you either say, I give up. This is who I am. This is all I'll ever be. Or, I refuse to accept this. I refuse to let my past define me. I will become something greater. One decision. That's all it takes to start a revolution in your life. Do you know how many people are one decision away from greatness? One decision away from breaking free from their addiction, their toxic relationships, their dead-end jobs? But most people will never make that decision because it's easier to stay in pain than to step into the unknown. It's easier to stay in a life you hate than to risk failing at something better. And that is why so many people live and die without ever truly living. But not you, not today, because I'm standing here looking into your eyes, and I know, deep in my soul, inside you, a fire, a hunger, a strength you have forgotten about. But I need you to do something for me. I need you to make a decision. The challenge. Burn the bridge behind you. I want you to think of the life you have right now. The struggles, the pain, the mediocrity. Now, picture the life you could have. The strength, the confidence, the success, the freedom. Now ask yourself, what is standing in the way? What is one decision you have been avoiding? What is one action that could change everything? Maybe it's leaving a job that's killing your soul. Maybe it's cutting off toxic people who hold you back. Maybe it's finally committing, fully committing to your dreams. Whatever it is, I need you to burn the bridge behind you. No more second chances to your old self. No more safety nets, no more. If this doesn't work, I can always go back. Because here's the truth. If you give yourself a way back, you will always take it. But if you burn the bridge, if you tell yourself, this is it, this is my only option, I either rise or I die trying, that is when you become unstoppable. This is your moment. Look at me, right here, right now. This is your moment. This is the moment where you stop being a victim of your own life and start being its architect. Make the decision. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Say it with me. I am rewriting my story. I refuse to stay the same. I choose to rise. Say it again. I am rewriting my story. I refuse to stay the same. I choose to rise. One more time. I am rewriting my story. I refuse to stay the same. I choose to rise. Now go. Go and do what you said you would do. Go and become the person you were meant to be. Because the world doesn't need another person dreaming about change. It needs you, and it needs you now.